Good morning, everyone, and welcome to your best of upper body strength training for today. Throughout today's routine, I'll be helping you strengthen and tone into your back, your chest, your shoulders, the biceps, and the triceps with dumbbell-based exercises that are best known for stimulating muscle growth and helping you strengthen your upper body at home. For equipment today, you'll want to have your upper body dumbbells ready. A variety would be best. However, if all you have to work with is 2 filled water bottles, that is absolutely fine. Something will be better than nothing, and you are still going to get that workout in. Now smash that thumbs up button for me, subscribe to the channel for new workouts every week, and don't forget to grab this month's free workout calendar from the links in the video description below. This calendar will give you 5 workouts a week, a brand new one every Wednesday, help you build lean muscle and train like a bodybuilder at home. All right, fam, let's do this. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our upper body strength training for today. So throughout today's workout, we will be doing our 40-second exercises with our 20 seconds rest between. We've got 3 main circuits to cover in which we have 5 exercises each, repeated 2 times through. This is strength training, so I would like for you to go with your heavier weights. Now, if all you have is your water bottles available or lighter weights, that's absolutely fine. You can still do everything without. You're still going to work into those same muscles. But if you do have a variety, by the end of our 40-second exercises, if you haven't felt challenged enough, I want you to go heavier with that second round, all right? So we're starting off with the back and the shoulders, so your light to medium weights to start. The elbows tucked in, the palms are facing in as well. We come up to the sides and lower. Starting our workout in 3, in 2, get those weights in hand for me, in 1, all right, to standing everyone, the shoulders away from the ears, tuck those elbows in, arms at 90, we lift 2, lower 2. It's slow, it's controlled. We are going heavier if we can, if you have it today. So we are gonna slow that tempo down and enjoy that burn, focusing on the muscles that we're working throughout. Now keep in mind, if it does not feel like you feel that burn by the end of our 40 seconds, too light. I need you to go a little bit heavier. Lift 2, lower 2. Last 3, and down. Last 2, and down. Last 1, and lower it down. Now, I do want you to take those 20 seconds rest to put those weights down. Allow your muscles that time to recover, and then we'll go back in after that 20-second rest interval, okay? So you have 8 seconds. Our next exercise, we're gonna bring the hands out. We lift into a shoulder press and lower back into that 90-degree angle. In 2, in 1. Lift it up, slowly lower. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, the shoulders are down, the rib cage is down, abs are nice and tight. You're controlling that motion as you lower. Careful not to lock out the elbows at the top. 2, 3, 4, and lift. 2, 3, 4. Last 4. Last 3. Focus. Last 2, and 1. Hold it at that 90-degree for the last 3, and 2, and 1. We come down to the mat. So throughout each of our circuits today, we do have 1 body weight exercise. So we're gonna come on down. We're going into our commando plank. So the hands are right below the shoulders. We come up onto the toes. You should be familiar with this one. Squeeze the abs, squeeze the quads. It's down, 2, up, 2, alternating. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brace your entire body. Your head should be in line with your neck, in line with the shoulders, the back, the butt, and the feet. 3, 4, and down. 2, up, 2, and down. 2, up, 2. Trying not to rock the upper body or the hips. You want to make it as smooth and controlled as possible. Like you have your favorite drink on your back and you don't want to spill it. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. Take that rest for me. Now, if you can, go a little bit heavier on this next exercise. We're gonna go into our renegade rows. So both of those weights in hand, I'll be using my 10s, coming up into a plank or on the knees. Row in towards the waist, squeeze the back, and lower, alternating. In 2, in 1. If you can, come into that plank, lift, squeeze, lower. Lift, squeeze, lower. Again, head in line with the back, in line with the booty, bracing the entire body here. Slow, controlled. Don't allow the hips to rock. No reason to rush through our strength training. 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze, lift, lower, and down. Amazing. Find that beat. Find that control. Find the power that you have this morning. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last time on the other side. Lower it down and come down to your knees. Whew. Those get tough. So we come back up into standing from here. Again, going back to our lighter weights, going into lat flies. So from here, we're gonna hinge forward with the upper body. The booty pushes back, palms are facing in. We lift those arms to shoulder height and lower. In 2, in 1. Up to shoulders and lower slowly. Give it a slight pause at the top for me. Squeezing the shoulder blades as you lift up. 1, 2, pause and down. 1, 2, pause and down. Now again, and I've said it before, I will keep saying it, if you feel that the weights are dipping you, they're either too heavy, actually that is exactly what that means, they're too heavy, so either lighten the load or drop them down and try it without. Up, 2, pause and lower. Last 2, last 1, slowly bring it down and lower those weights over to the side. All right, we are through the first half of our first circuit. So we are repeating those same exercises once again. Now, if you didn't feel challenged, if you weren't feeling that burn yet, if the shoulders aren't just feeling a little bit shaky, go a little bit heavier. In 3, in 2, in 1, elbows tucked, lift, 2, lower, 2, only to shoulder height here. Thinking about working into those shoulder muscles. Straight line, elbow to elbow, and smoothly back down. Now tuck those hips forward for me. Slight bend in the knees. We're gonna squeeze those abs in tight, making sure we're facing straight ahead. The head is not jutting forward. It's in line with your neck. 1, 2, 3, 4. I know it's tough. Strength training is not meant to be easy. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1. Lower it down and take that rest. Okay, shake those muscles out, give yourself a moment to recover. By the end of our 40 seconds, you should feel like that last rep was really, really challenging, like you almost weren't gonna make it, okay? 7 seconds, back into our shoulder presses, and then we come down to the mat. In 3, in 2, in 1, palms are facing away, lift, 2, 3, 4, and push, 2, 3, 4, you're doing incredible. Absolutely incredible. Feel your power, feel your strength today. If you woke up a little sleepy, you woke up a little tired, maybe you didn't want to be here today, you showed up, we're gonna get through it, we're gonna be the people that finish the workout. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. Stay strong, keep those arms up. If you need to, put the weights down, but keep going. Last 2. Last 1, 2, 3, 4. Just pause for a second, burn the timer out, bring it in, and lower it down. Okay, back down to the mat for me. Going into those commando planks. If you need to, perform it on your knees with the feet up, not crossed. Keep them next to each other. Down, down, up, up. Otherwise, full plank for me. In 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. All right, let's bring those toes up. Down, down, lift, lift. Down, down, push, push. Great job. Not allowing that upper body to rock. Shoulders away from the ears. Focus on the mat in front of you. Pretend you're looking at a mirror, okay? It's on the mat. You're watching yourself right now. It's you against you. You want to finish it. Down, down, lift, lift. Down, down, lift, lift. You've got this. You definitely have got this. Last 3. Up, up. Last 2. Up, up. Last 1. Finish it and lower down to the knees. How are we feeling? Shake the arms out. You got those 20 seconds. Back into our renegade rows, our lat flies, and then into circuit 2. Going in 10 seconds, everyone. Like I said earlier, if you can, go a little bit heavier. Going with my 10s in 4, in 3, in 2. Come onto those toes. 1, squeeze on the left, lower. Squeeze on the right, lower. Brace the quads. Brace the abs, facing down, head in line with that neck. Come on, stay strong for me. You're going to finish this. You're almost through that first circuit. It's only 2 rounds of each exercise. And down. Lift, squeeze, and down. Elbow coming in towards the waist, squeezing the back muscle. Another 4, Another 3. 2 more. Last one. Lower it down and come down to your knees. Shake it out. Stand it up for me. Take a nice deep breath as you come up to standing. Put those heavier weights off to the side. Back into our lat flies. Okay. Palms are facing in. I'll show you from the front this time. Slight bend in the knees. Feet at neutral. Booty comes back. Upper body forward. Lift, squeeze, lower. Let's go. Slight pause at the top. Controlling those weights. You should feel this one in those back muscles. It's not an easy move. And like I said earlier, if the weights are dipping you, lighten that load. This one is going to be very important for form. You don't want to put too much weight on your muscles until you've got it right. And down. Lift, pause, and down. Going into chest and triceps after this. So give me another 4. Another 3. Come on, squeeze. 2. Last 1. Slowly down for 3, 2, 1, and lower it. How are we feeling? So we are going into our Arnold presses to start off our chest and tricep circuit. The hands come to shoulder, facing in. We press up towards the ceiling, back down, bringing the palms back in. In 6, in 5, in 4, to the shoulders. 3, 2, and 1. Press up, slowly lower, back in towards the shoulders. Control that motion down. So it's actually scientifically proven that as you bring your hands, or whichever body part you're working, back to the starting position, the slower you go, the more likely you are to increase anabolic reactions, meaning muscle growth, okay? Press, 2, 3, 4. Press, 2, 3, 4. Don't lock those elbows out. Shoulders away from those ears. Last 3. Last 2. Breathe through it. You can give me 1 more and lower those weights. I am feeling this one. I really, really am. Okay, so once again, hinging forward, just like we did with the lat flies, we go into a row and a kickback. Now, I would recommend going a little bit lighter for this. We squeeze the elbows in towards the waist, kick back behind, hold for a second, bring it in and lower. Let's go. Squeeze, kick, hold in, lower. Give it that pause at the top. That's where we're working into the triceps and into those back muscles. So squeeze the back, bring it in and bring it down. Slow, controlled, enjoying that burn. Now I will be honest with you, one of my least favorite things to work for a very long time was arms. And the reason for is because they weren't as strong as my lower body, as my core, but those are the areas we really want to work on. Bring it in and down. Last 2, pause, in and down. Last 1, pause, in and down. Into our body weight exercise. So we've got our wide push-ups. I'll show you a variation, beginners. My intermediate, you can cross the feet on the knees, elbows come out in an A shape. My advanced, into that plank. And then beginners, follow with me in 2, in 1. Advanced, you're coming down in that plank. Beginners, you can have your heels flat on a mat, place the hands in front on a wall. You're gonna come down, elbows still come out in that A shape, and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if the push-ups on your knees bother you, you can try this to start and just get used to that motion, and then from there you'll progress, okay? Keep going. Down, 2, up, 2. Elbows in that A shape. Facing straight down, taking your time here, bracing that whole body. 2 more. And lift. Last 1. And lift. Okay. Onto your back for me. We go into our chest presses. Now for this one, certainly if you have it, grab those heavier weights. We've got a wide chest press to start. So the hands are facing away, the palms towards the feet. Tuck the chin in towards the chest. In 3, lift the arms up. 2, and 1. Down, elbows almost touch the mat, and lift. Again, controlling that movement down and pressing up with force. 1, 2, 3, and press. 1, 2, 3, and press. Give it meaning. Think about working those chest muscles. 1 more exercise in this position, and we've officially hit the halfway point of our workout. Stay strong. You made it this far. If you made it through 15 minutes, you can make it through 15 more. Another 3. press. Another 2. Press. Last 1, 2, 3, and lift. Bring the palms in, bring the weights down, and put one of those weights over to the side. So from here, diamond press. So we're gonna hold that weight from the center. We bring it down towards the chest and press up towards the ceiling. If you want, you can do this with 2 weights. So either or. In 5, 4. You know what? Given strength training, let's go for those 2 weights. 2 and 1 towards the center of the chest and press. Elbows coming in towards the waist. Control it. 1, 2, 3, and press. 1, 2, 3, and press. And breathe. Breathe out as you bring those weights down. Give yourself a nice breath in as you push those weights away. You can do this. And press. 1, 2, 3, and press. We can do hard things. And press. And press. Last 2. And up. Last 1. I know it burns. And up. Slowly lower those weights down and bring them over to the side. We're coming back up to standing. Now as you come up, just take a really deep breath in. Let's make sure you get that oxygen as you come back up. Grabbing a hold of your either lighter or medium weights for this. I'm gonna go with my 10s here. Into our Arnold presses. In 4, in 3, in 2, in 1. Sorry about that, timer issue. We press out and bring those palms back in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gee, wouldn't that be great if everything went perfectly every single time? Nothing got in my way, I didn't trip over anything, right? Well, I guess more often than not I don't. And down, 2, 3, 4. As press. 2, 3, 4. Elbows back in towards that waist. Control. Now watch where my rib cage is. It stays down, but the chest is lifted and proud. Head in line with the neck, in line with the shoulders, in line with the back. You've got this. Last 1, and slowly lower, burning the timer out and lowering those weights down. We've got our rows and our kickbacks up next. Again, I do prefer to use a slightly lighter weight here so that I can pause at the top and really put tension on those muscles. Going in 7, 6, 5, hinging forward with the upper body. 3, 2, 1. Palms are facing in towards the waist, kick back, pause, in, and lower. Facing down at the mat. Focus on those back and shoulder muscles. Squeeze those shoulder blades together as you come up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hinge a little bit more forward for me if you can. Great job. You are doing incredible. Just a few more exercises in this circuit, and then we're on to our final one. Squeeze, in, and lower. Last 2. Back, in, and down. Last 1. Back, in, and down, and lower those weights. Take that rest. We've got our wide chest presses, wide push-ups. If you need to, use that wall. Keep the heels on the mat. Intermediate on the knees. And then for my advanced, you know where you are. Into that full plank. In 3, in 2, in 1. Come up into that plank for me. Feet a little bit wider than hip width. Down and lift. Down and lift. Chin tucked in towards the chest. Facing down, squeezing those abs super tight. Straight line. If at any point you feel that your back is rounding, take a moment to come down. Give yourself a little rest to bring that energy back to your muscles and then come back up into that push-up. There's nothing wrong with taking an extra break to make sure your form is right. Quantity before quality. One more for me. Now hold in that plank the last 3, 2, 1, and lower down. How quickly though is this workout going? I really think this one just flies by, even though arms are not my favorite. So we come onto our back, grabbing a hold of those heavier weights. We've got our wide chest presses, personally my favorite exercises for arms. And in 3, palms away, in 2, in 1. Slowly down and press it up. 90-degree angle. The top of your arm parallel with the mat as you come down. 1, 2, 3, and press. 1, 2, 3, and press. So from here, you have 11 minutes left. You have one more exercise of circuit 2, and then we are on to the final quarter of our workout. Be that person that finishes the workout. I'm here to help you do it. Down 2, 3, and lift. Last 2. And press, last 1. And press, palms in, elbows down towards the waist, either with both weights or with one. We've got our diamond presses, and then straight into biceps and triceps. I know a few of you already who are looking forward to that section. Actually, chest and biceps are my 2 favorite for arms. You should let me know what yours is. I'm curious, because then I'll give you more exercises for it. So we bring those weights to center, down towards the chest, and press. 1, 2, 3, and lift. And lift. So personally, I don't think that working out itself is hard. It's the consistency that's hard. It's showing up. It's making time for it. But if you set it as a priority, it is going to help you down the line. It's not just about aesthetic. It is about staying healthier and preserving our bodies for as long as we can so that we don't feel horrible as we wake up, right? And press. 1, 2, 3, and press. And I mean, really, what a difference from when I was in college and doing things, you know, that college people do to now, where I just feel so much better waking up in the morning. Last 1, and press, bring it down, lower those weights over to the side, and grab a hold of, I would go a little lighter to medium for biceps, but if you can, let's try to take it a little bit heavier, either in kneeling or in standing. I'm gonna go with my 10s, bring the elbows in, tuck them nice and tight, shoulders away from the ears, up towards the shoulders, and lower. Hammer curls to start, then we've got our bicep curls. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the way lower for me. Elbows tight. If you feel that the elbows start to come out away from you, put the weights down for a moment and then step right back in. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoulders drawn away from those ears. Core is super tight. Another 3. Another 2. Last 1, 2, 3, 4. Lower those weights. Now we've got our bicep curls. So this one, the palms will face up. As you get to the top, you take that split second hold, squeezing that bicep muscle. So focus on the muscle that you're working here. In 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, palms up in 1, tuck the elbows, lift, hold for a second, slowly down. Remember, if you are trying to build muscle, you want to control the tempo that you're going at. So the slower you go, as you go back to that starting point, the more likely you are to have that muscle growth reaction, okay? Squeeze, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze, 2, 3, 4. Give it meaning. Give it power. Feel your strength right now. You're there. You're almost at the end. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1, 2, 3, and down. We've got our body weight only exercise. This workout is flying by. So we're going into our narrow push-ups. For this one, the feet still stay about hip width, maybe a little bit wider apart. The palms are going to come right below the armpits. As we lower down, we bring the elbows in towards the waist and lift in 2, in 1. Let's do this on the knees if you have to. Down, 2, 3, and up. Down, 2, 3, and up. And breathe through it. These are pretty tough. Now, if this is too much for your shoulders, where that rotator cuff is located, then take it back into that wide push-up for me. Either one is absolutely fine. The narrow push-up is going to work a little bit more into the back of the arms. And lift. And lift. Oh man, last 2. And up, last 1. And up. Now hold that plank for the last 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. All right, shake those arms up, stretch them out just a little bit. From here, we've got our skull crushers. So we are coming, oh my goodness, onto our back. Grab one of your heavier weights. We're gonna hold it horizontally, so like so. The upper portion of your arm doesn't move, the top portion does. So we're bending through the elbows, coming down towards the forehead. To make this harder, you take it a little bit further behind the head and squeeze up, thinking about squeezing those tricep muscles. And lift. 1, 2, 3, and lift. 1, 2, 3, and lift. Amazing. You're doing absolutely incredible. I promise you, you're making it through. Even if you're using a water bottle throughout today's workout, be proud of that moment. Showing up is a big deal. 1, 2, 3, and squeeze. Last 2. And squeeze. Last 1. And squeeze. Bring that weight in towards the chest and come back up to kneeling or standing for me. I'm going to stand through this next one. We've got our wide curls. So again, the palms face up. We come up to the shoulders, out towards the side. In 8 seconds. Ooh, yeah, they're burning. All right. In 3, take the elbows, the palms out towards the side. 2, 1. Squeeze up. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze up. 2, 3, 4. Facing straight ahead. Nothing moving but those arms. Flexing and extending through those elbows. Give yourself that pulse at the top. Squeeze that bicep. Shoulders down. And give me a hell yeah, because you are getting through this entire thing with me. If you made it this far, there's no way you're leaving for those last 5 minutes. Another 3. Another 2. Last 1, 2, 3, 4. Now hold for 2, for 1, lower it down. All right, hammer curls next. Again, with those heavier weights if you can. I think I might actually go for those 15s now, since we are towards the end of our workout. All right, let's get the most out of it. In 7 seconds, the palms are facing in, down at the thighs. We lift the shoulders and lower. In 3, in 2, in 1. Keep those shoulders back. Squeeze, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze, 2, 3, 4. You might be going with 20 pounds today. You might be going with 25. What I will tell you is if you're one of my beginners and you're still using the 5s, maybe the 8s, don't worry about the fact that I'm using a little bit heavier. I've been doing this for years, okay? It took me a year to get past the 3 to 5 pound weights. So please don't sweat it. I mean, sweat it, but don't feel bad about it. You're here, you showed up, and from there you're gonna make progress. Last 2. Last 1. Woo! Try not to use that momentum and lower it down. I feel like on that last rep I cheated a little bit. What we want to do when we do that, by the way, is you don't want to use that force to come up. You want to really control that motion upward, okay? 9 seconds into our bicep curls. Palms are facing up, straight ahead. In 3, 2, 1. Shoulders back and down, elbows nice and tight. Lift, 2, 3, 4. Don't cheat it. Control it. So you don't want to be like this, okay? You want to control that motion up using those muscles. There we go. Strong women, powerful women. Carrying all the groceries in one shot, right? Down, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze. Last 3. Last 2. Did you see that face? Last 1, 2, 3, 4. Burn the timer out. Bring the palms in and lower. Last 3 exercises, everyone. So this time, rather than the narrow push-ups, we're going to change it up just a little bit. Coming back to that plank for me. We lift up, we rotate to the right, lift the arm, and to the other side, lift the arm. In 4, 3 if you need to on the knees. 1, you're just coming up and lower, coming up and lower. Otherwise, in that full plank. Obliques nice and high, so you're squeezing that waistline up, pressing through the palm, taking this moment away from the weights before we head into our last 2 exercises. Lift and down. Give it that pause at the top. Hips in alignment, straight line towards the ceiling, like someone's pulling a string up towards the ceiling and picking your waist up for you. But you're doing that work, right? Last 4. Last 3. Last 2. 1, bring it in and lower down. Come onto your back for me. Grabbing a hold of one of those heavier weights, we've got our skull crushers. So holding it horizontally, you've got 10 seconds, and then we've got our wide curls. So feet are at neutral here, flat on the mat. Tuck the chin in towards the chest. Bring those arms up in 2, in 1. Lower it down slow and squeezing up. The upper arm area does not move. You're flexing through those elbows. Keep that in mind as you come down. Now if you can, let's bring that weight a little bit further behind the head. Makes it a little bit harder, controlling every motion. If you hear banging right now in my mic, it's actually my heat. So we did replace, if you remember last year, we had no heat for like 3 months. If you've been following me for a while, you do remember that. Well, this time we have heat, but it tends to be super loud as it's turning on. Last 2, last one up, and lower that weight in. We have got our final exercise for wide curls. So from here, come up to standing for me or into kneeling. Palms out towards the side, facing up. We lift to the shoulders and lower. 5 seconds, everyone. Final exercise. Make it through with me. Do not leave for that last minute. In 2, in 1. To the shoulders, 2, 3, 4. And lift. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze. Work those muscles. Give it that last hurrah before you leave me. You're not leaving me for the next 26 seconds. After that, you're free to do whatever you want to do, right? You made this commitment to yourself. Let's keep it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last 5. Last 4. Last 3. 2 more. Last one. Lower it down. Now give me a hold for our final 10 seconds. 9 seconds. 8 seconds. 7, 6, you've got this. 5, 4, 3, 2 on 1 pulse, 10, 9, 8, this is it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower those weights to the side. We will do a quick stretch before we go. I just want you to take those fingers, interlock them in front, and push forward, bringing the shoulder blades away from each other, shoulders down. Amazing, incredible, perfect job, everyone. Now, if you just stumbled into this workout, this is a whole program. Now take the arms behind for me and pull out against, opening the chest. This is our beautiful bodybuilder program. So what it is these are definitely strength training routines to help you build lean muscle, train like a bodybuilder at home, release those arms, bring one arm behind, and just gently pull on the elbow, feeling the stretch in the triceps. So if you did not grab that guide yet, be sure to grab it. It is in the links in the video description below. Lower that arm, shake it out, over to that other side, gentle hold. For 3, for 2, for 1, lower it down, left arm circle back, 3, 2, 1, and forward, 3, 2, 1, and other direction, 3, 2, 1, and forward, 3, 2, 1. Thank you for joining me today, everyone. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you for our next workout. Congratulations, everyone, on making it through week 2 of our bodybuilder guide. Now smash that thumbs up button for me so I know you made it all the way through. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave yourself a comment below what size weights you went with today so that when you do revisit this workout in the future, you know exactly what weight to use and where to level up from. Now don't forget that you can find our free November workout calendar in the links below in the video description. This calendar will give you 5 workouts a week, a brand new one every Wednesday, help you get results at home and train like a bodybuilder. Now next week we do have our brand new core conditioning workout. This will be in a brand new format that I think you're going to enjoy, so be sure to turn your notifications on. Thanks for joining me, everyone, and I will see you for our next workout.